Hey, welcome back to Trina's Motivation. Thank you so much for joining. And in today's video, we are definitely going to talk about some things that you need to avoid this winter season. We know the winter is already upon us, and so it's important that we in the natural hair community do care for our hair. Just as in the summer, you have to keep care of your hair as well as in the winter. So the way you care for your hair in the summer and the winter, right around the seasons, will vary. Ultimately, one of the best thing I believe is that you must have a sense of touch. You must know what your hair feels like, what it should feel like, and all of that. In my last video, if you have not seen that one, you want to go and check it out. I talk about the fact that I felt my hair, it felt so dry, it's like my hair was straight. I know for our hair, we have kinky curly hair. Well, 4C, I'm a 4C girl. So when I felt it that way, it's like there was no life to it. It was almost very dead. So quickly, I went ahead and I did a hot oil treatment because I said, all right, I'm just going to find the quickest thing I have around the house. And that was the only thing I had at the time. Some oils, I just put them together, warm them up, and then I do it. Your deep condition always save the day. I realized over the last couple of time that I shampooed my hair, never had the time to really go on the dryer for the deep conditioning part. I just put a shower cap on, and maybe within 10 minutes or so I take it off. I don't think that was very effective. So it's something that I'm definitely gonna work on. I don't know how I'm going to work it because I like to just shower, put the cap on, and then just shower. So I'm gonna have to work something out. All right. But today video we're gonna talk about what you need to do. So one of the things I'm going to, while I talk with you, I'm going to show you how I re-moisturize my hair. Now this style, I have this style in over a week now. You can check out my last video and I'll link it somewhere for you where I actually did these braids. And I think they're still looking nice. But we have to, and I will have to do a deep conditioning treatment in another 2 days or so. Right? And this is something that I was doing before. So the things, of course, that you need, you're gonna need your water, right? And the water base, it gives them moisture. Some people say they don't use water when they are re-moisturizing their hair. I don't know how they do that, but I always try to use water. So I have a little spray bottle that I'm using, and I'll go through and I spray. You're not going to make it soaking wet, and then I basically massage in. So the first tip, because I know that's what you're here for, is you want to make sure you increase moisture in your hair. Now, winter season tends to get cold. When it tends to get cold, your hair tends to get extremely dry. Tell me if you don't feel like your hair feel really, 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 really dry. You must know how your hair should be feeling. And so with the weather, with that kind of weather, that comes dryness. And where there's dryness, what's going to happen? Shedding of the hair. So you want to avoid that. You want to make sure your hair is kept moisturized. So if you're used to moisturize 2 times per week, maybe you're going to need to moisturize 4 times. You might have to double the dosage. But feel your hair, let it talk to you, right? So for me, I recognize my hair over the last couple of days, well, a couple of weeks. As I told you, I was not very consistent in moisturizing my hair. So right now I feel it and it feels like it really needs to re-moisturize. So I said, why not just come on and have a conversation with you? So I like to go through with this, massage it in, and you can do the same. See, you need to have enough moisture in your hair, right? So you want to seal that moisture, so you increase your deep condition. So if you used to do it every other week, maybe you're going to do a deep conditioning treatment every week, right? So when you do that, every wash day you should deep condition your hair. So you might need to increase that, right? It's important because when you deep condition your hair, it helps to lock the moisture in and to seal. So we want to keep as much moisture in. So number one is you want to increase your deep conditioning treatment, right? And to ensure, number two, you want to go in in doing the deep conditioning treatment, I'm basically going to be I'm using this, right? I'm using anti-Jackie leave-in conditioner. I haven't used, this is the first time I'm trying this, and so I used it the last time, it wasn't too bad, so just use a little bit. I go through each row and I basically massage in, as you see me doing right now. So I try to go to the roots. I don't try to use a whole lot at this stage because I tell you my hair needs to get clean. I go in with a little bit more, massage in, same as I did with the water, right? And then I get a little bit more and I put on the ends. Because remember, these babies need your love. So you want to put the moisture back in. So you do it with a leave-in cream. So this is when you do your deep condition, right? So I'm just sealing back this up because I want my hair to be kept moisturized over the next 2 to 3 days. Then I'm going to go in and shampoo and clean it up again. Right, the next thing I want to do is actually going with my oil. So while I'm going with my oil, the second tip for you is that you want to seal the moisture. So when you do a deep conditioning treatment, when you're finished, you're going to do your leave-in conditioner, right? And then you want to make sure you're going to seal it with an oil. Now it's recommended that this time of the year you seal it with an oil that's they call it like a heavy oil, and some of the heavy oil can be like Jamaican black castor oil, you have olive oil, like extra virgin olive oil, you have hair grease, and you know, all know I have started using a hair grease. This is it. I've started using this, the Blue Magic hair grease. So I super sure grow. I've started this in a few months now. I have been saying I must want to try something different. He has done nothing to my hair. It doesn't make it worse off, to be honest. So I'll just continue to use it. So after doing this, what I just did, I could actually seed it with this or this. Sometimes I use both. So I'll go in with a little oil. So you want to do that. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit, not a lot, right? Don't want a whole lot. And then I'm going to rub my hands, rub them together like this, and then I go through. So in this I also have rosemary, because my last video I did a rosemary treatment, a hot oil treatment I did, right? And the same thing again, you want to go in with a little bit more, and you're going to seal the ends. And remember, you need to give the same love or even more love to the ends, because you know those are the oldest part of your hair, right? At this stage, what I'll do sometimes, I'll go in with the Blue Magic as well. So I'm not going to go in with a whole lot of that. Just go in with a little bit and seal it. See, this is not a whole lot, and seal it. Sometimes why I use the Blue Magic, because let me tell you, it smells nice. And then, you know, with the Jamaican black castor oil, it has a kind of scent. You know, sometimes you don't really want to be lying down and you're smelling that. So I'll go in with this one just because I want to kind of mask the scent of the Jamaican black castor oil, right? And make sure you seal everything in. And that should help with just some of the basic principles that you need to use in this winter. One of the other things you need to also look at, you need to make sure you are dieting properly. Your diet is important. This is something that we have talked about. You want to make sure you are drinking lots of water. The trick is, in the winter, you're not going to feel thirsty. It's not summer that you'll be fanning and say, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty. The winter, you might feel cold and you might not want to drink. You might not feel that you want to drink any water. But can I tell you, avoid that. What you're going to do, I want to encourage you, make sure you have your water bottles Keep them close to you. Keep them at your bedside, keep them at your table, take them to work, put it right in front of you. Every time you look on that bottle, you drink some water. Increase your intake of water because your body's going to be dehydrated, but you don't even recognize. And when that happens, it will affect your hair, right? So you want to increase your take of water. Do not reduce it, right? It's best to make sure you are getting enough water in your system. Try to eat a healthy diet. Make sure that is good. And that is really something you should be doing anyway. But make sure you are eating right. Eat the right kind of food. But to me, that is just like a little bonus. I don't know if it will significantly help. But what I can tell you though, try to drink enough fluid so that your body is not dehydrated, because your body dehydrated, it going to affect your hair, right? And the intake also affects, the hair. So that is something you want to take care of. The final point I want to, and I have a bonus point for you. The final point is you want to reduce your stress level. Now, we did a live stream on stress where we talk about things, there are several things that we spoke about, making how to reduce your stress level. You can check out that live stream. Very soon I'm going to do like a shorter version of that live stream with the tips that persons gave. They were not all from me. These were people who you would have used these things to help them along the way. I promise you it was a very exciting night. You can go over and listen it, or make sure you subscribe so when I drop the video with a shorter version, you'll have it. Reduce your stress level. We know when we are stressed what happens to our hair. It affects your hair, believe it or not, it does. I have experienced it. I've seen where I didn't know I was stressed, and when I recognized I was stressed is when I felt that my hair was breaking significantly. I said, I probably am stressed because I was doing everything that you would say in the book, right? I was moisturizing, deep condition, everything. The works, you name it, I was doing it. I'm not a product junkie, so I'm not going to tell you that I was doing a whole lot of product. No, I keep it simple. Keeping it simple is one of the best things you can do, because it can be very expensive to buy all these products and so forth. So I really don't go into buying a lot of products. I just keep it simple. All right, so I want to encourage you to do that. So don't allow yourself to go out and buy this product, that product, that product. No, it's really not about the products you buy, but it's about the regimen that you keep. How often you do things, how consistent you are in doing some things. And I realized that I had lost some consistency in some things that I was doing, and my hair felt it. So it's important. Reduce your stress level because it will affect you, right? So spend time with families and friends and the works. I'm going to give you more details on how to reduce your stress level. So make sure you are subscribed so you can get those notification, and turn on the bell as well so you can get the notification once I drop that video. We all need a little tips and tricks here, right, to take care of our hair. So this winter season, let me encourage you, make sure you do these things to avoid the breakage that should not be happening. Because we hear going shed and all of that. That's natural. We don't want to have excessive breakage and losing a lot of your hair because you are not being tentative to it. You are not taking care of it. So I hope these tips do help you, and if they do, you know exactly what to do. If there are anything else that you think we could actually do, don't be afraid to share it in the comment section. Any recommendation, share it. And one of the last thing is, for me, now that I'm done, I'll put my hair back in a bun, and then I'm going to cover it. I keep it stretched, so I put one in like this, and then I use the other one to tie it like this to keep my hair stretched, and then I'll go back in and I'll cover. I'll keep this on until I'm ready to go out. I'll keep it on. So it's bye for now, guys. Until my next one. I hope you do enjoy it. Take care. Bye.